All right, we are live and recording right now. Timer is starting here. Okay, young lady, describe your favorite gadget. You should say what it is, when did you get it, how often do you use it, and why is it so important to you?
Yeah, my favorite gadget is Google Home. Yeah, I know in the YouTuber on the YouTuber in America. She used Alexa, but in Thailand it's not used Alexa. I I bought it on Shopee application. Yeah, is is a assistant from you in the house. Yeah, when you want to open the lights or the open the air, I can talk to them. Yeah, it can open the door, open the light or open the air. Yeah, I I I I found this in the last week. Yeah, so how often? I use every day in the morning to open to close my air and open my fan. Yeah. Why? When now I think this is a good choice for me, but I don't to push my push. Yeah.
Okay, you know why I'm happy?
No.
Know why I'm happy?
No.
Most students fail before the timer runs out, right? Most students on the first time they try this, right, are like, oh my God, there's still more time, right? And so you kept on talking until the timer rang, right? So that's good, okay? That means that you're at about 105 seconds maybe, and that might be enough for your examiner to let you go, okay? All right. The other positive point that I'll tell you is that you would score between like a 5 and 5.5 for that. Really? Yes. All right. Depending on how good of a day the examiner is having, right? It depends. It depends on how smooth you are and a couple of other points and what he chooses to focus on, right? But that is about a 5-band answer. Okay.
5 band.
Mm-hmm. It's about a 5-band
No.
answer, right? Yes. You don't think so?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. I was the examiner and they paid me money to do it.
No.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, all right. Confidence. Okay, confidence is important. Like I'll take 60 seconds to give you guys my background. All right. Okay. These days and for the last 4 years, right, we have been helping people pass the IELTS test for about 4 years here in Thailand, right? There's somebody taking it almost every weekend, right? They always give us I always ask, what did they ask you, right? That's the first one. And then I always ask, what's the score that they got? And we get the official reports. And then we put everything on a score tracker, and then I track all the data, right? Same thing for students from the beginning, right? When they take a mock test, it's in a Google Sheets form, right? And then we track it all the way until they take the test, right? The other thing that they do is that people come in for mock tests, and we use all of the criteria to grade people's tests. And our accuracy rate on the mock tests and real tests is it's really close, right? So it's quite good. So that's the first part about why you should believe me, Kev, right? And I want to make sure you have some more confidence right now, because if I were being paid as an IELTS examiner to evaluate your response, you would be in the 5 and 5.5 range, right? It's not bullshit, okay? Right? It's the real thing, okay? All right. Now, it could be lower than a 5 if you paused more, or if you made 50% more grammar mistakes, right? It could be a 4 or lower if I do not understand what you're talking about, right? But for me and you, it was pretty clear what she was talking about in her gadget. It was Alexa for Thailand, right? And then there were lots of features, lots of functions. I know that you turn your AC on and off with it, which is pretty cool, you know? And so it means that you communicated the task, right? You communicated your concepts. Okay? All right. Now, improvement points on that stuff. Okay? It's going to be clear ones. The first one is going to be using adverbs at the beginning of your sentences, right? Maybe out of like 50% of your sentences, you're trying to add words like generally, fortunately, unfortunately, truly, happily, sadly, whatever, really, right? And like you will study a lot of that in writing with Krujub as well, right? So just understand that when you see those transitionary phrases, you can use them for your speaking too, right? And that's going to be on your post-it wall, okay? Right, on your post-it wall, because it does make it a little smoother, right? Those transitions, okay? And transitions are, again, where you're leading them on one thought, and then the next sentence starts with a word that's like holding their hand to the next idea, right? And it helps people because people are fucking stupid, okay? You have to, like, you got it like this with them, okay? All right, and it's getting worse now as people get older. You guys understand technology is that there's so much spam and there's so much information, right? We skim everything now, right? And we don't pay attention to the detail anymore, right? And so that's why communication stuff is really quite important. Okay, all right, cool. Oh my God, that was all recording. Okay, all right. Now, the other thing that before I ask you here now is I will show you this. All right. So this was a transcription of everything you were saying, and it stopped and bugged because it's free, but it really is the best one. Okay. So what I've noticed with my students is that if they're really motivated to study for it, they do two main things, right? Number one is that they pull up the prompts, right? And there are all kinds of these on the internet, and I will give you more sources of them, right? And then after that, it's where they record themselves while they're giving the answer, right? And then they watch it a few times, and then they just try to improve it, right? And what that does for you is a few things at least, right? Number one is that it gives you experience in formulating an answer, right? And that's going to be good for your test and your interviews, right? Number two is that it gets you used to judging yourself, right? And once you get past feeling like not confident about judging yourself, then you can just focus on what to fix, right? And that's like 1 or 2 points per review, okay? The next thing is that you use this at the same time as you're making video, right? And it will make a transcription for you that's pretty accurate, right? And then you can go back and check it and put it on a Google Doc, and then it'll highlight all the grammar mistakes for you. And then you can start fixing just a few of them, right? And that's a lot of the way to automate this process. And like, it's great to have a teacher to help you with this stuff, right? It's true, but I cannot fix everything, right? Neither can you, but you guys know that little by little you can fix it, okay? All right, clear? All right, good. Okay, now let's see here. Are you ready?
With the same topic.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can I read?
Absolutely, yes. It bugged out towards the middle there, but yes. Okay, all right, here we go. Your topic is going to be a gadget, right? A gadget here. I'm not giving you any brainstorming time, right? No brainstorming time, you just have to go with the flow. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Here we go. Okay.
You.
No, yeah, the examiner doesn't usually do this. They just give you the card.
Okay. Okay. My favorite gadget is Apple Watch. So when I get it, I like it very much because of it has a lot of feature, and you can even phone via it. I mean, you can call someone by the Apple Watch. So it helps you life very much because of it can track your health, and it can counting the walk. It can use for sport also. Okay. When I get it, I like it very much. My father buy it for me. They give it to me for the birthday gift, and I really like it, and I really excited when I got it. I use it every single day because of it's some kind like mm, my my hand because of I can see the watch from it and also the notification from the social media, some kind like that. So it's very important to me very much uh, because of uh,
Because of its utility.
because of when I have it and someone I forgot to bring it from my home. I think something like
Something feels missing.
yeah something missing.
Okay. All right. So now, generally, whenever I give feedback on this, guys, it's in 4 different categories or 4 different points, right? 2 of things that I enjoyed and thought it was really good, right? And then 2 things that you can improve. Okay. All right. First thing is that whenever you guys try these, just understand that it's good practice. Okay. Right. So the thing that I liked about your answer in the beginning was the enthusiasm, right? And how ready you were to give the answer, right? And like it started strong, right? Started so strongly that your girlfriend was like, "Oh my God, he's so good," and thinking in her mind.
No.
Right? No, right? You didn't think that in the beginning? Oh, what did you think in the beginning?
He is okay.
He's okay. All right. She's like,
I know. He
she's
is
like,
okay.
"Oh, okay." That was the reaction. It's like, "Oh yeah, I already know it's good." Okay. All right. Great. Yes. So that was the first positive point, right? Like it's that your delivery in the beginning made it so that everybody was comfortable with your English ability, right? That's the output. That's the end result. Okay. The other positive thing that I liked about it was that you're already starting to take the advice from today's class, right? So you were talking about your emotion, how you feel about it. You discussed how you felt when your dad gave it to you. You discussed how you felt when you use it, right? So that's a good positive point. Okay. All right. Improvement points. With the 7.5 band answer, it's going to be where you really want to start practicing some sentence structures, right? One of the most common ones I saw was going to be saying something and then and then and then right? And like that's my problem too. All right. I do that all the time for real. All right. And the best way to fix that is gonna be I'm sure I will have another class with you guys.